which does make it scary, is that like you can't push someone to come out because there are bad things that could happen to them. What? Hello, everyone, especially my 53 subscribers. Today we are playing a game that is very reminiscent of the month. It's obviously Pride Month, and I don't know, I kind of wanted to do something. I wanted to do more videos sort of honoring the LGBT community, and that's why I'm doing A Pinch of Magic right now as a series, but I also want to do a couple games that just sort of touch on the topics, not even just in like a dating aspect. And today's game is going to be Coming Out Simulator. Yes, coming out. I know National Coming Out Day is a few months down the road, but this is still something that, you know, applies to the demographic and is, in a sense, what this month means to a lot of people that aren't out yet, is that it gives a lot of people hope. It shows, as cliche as it sounds, like it gets better. There are people on your side. There are people that support you, even if you're not in a position to be 100% purely authentically yourself. And so I just thought it was important to sort of show that. I am later this month going to also finish another visual novel that I started about the transgender community, called One Night Hot Springs. You should go check out that video that I started literally about a year ago. I'm going to finish up that game sometime this month, just because I want to touch on these different topics that not a lot of people get to experience, or even if you're in the community, you don't always get to experience it the same way as others, if at all. But yes, so without further ado, let's play. Also, excuse me, I'm going to be eating Pop-Tarts throughout this because Dorian and I are sort of operating on a tight schedule with one computer at the moment. So Kellogg, sponsor me. Coming Out Simulator. A half-true story about half-truths. Hey there, player. Glad to see you're here for the next 20 minutes, I guess. What would you like to do now? Let's play this thing. Jumping right in. Great. No messing around with reading the About Me or About This Game section, or, hey. Fine, let's travel back 5 years ago to 2010. That was 5 years ago? No, that was 11 years ago. To the evening that changed my life forever. Tell me, dear player, how do you think this all ends? With flowers and rainbows and gay unicorns. Apparently with you Redditing at Starbucks, it all ends in blood. I'm gonna go with the slightly sarcastic one. Hey, I'm coding on this laptop, turning my coming-of-age story into a game you're playing right now. Now you're probably procrastinating. Look who's talking. Touché, Dusha. Anyway, if you didn't skip the About Me section of the game, you know this is a very personal story. Shush. This game includes dialogue that I, my parents, and my ex-boyfriend actually said, as well as all the things we could have, should have, and never would have said. It doesn't matter which is which, not anymore. I guess that's kind of true. In these scenarios, like, you think about all the different ways that they could have go, but in reality, it's gonna go one way. Like, no matter which way that is, like, there's no use in pontificating upon it a lot, because it's gonna be what it's gonna be. How can I win a game with no right answers? You're a bit of a downer, aren't you? This true game is full of lies. I'm gonna go with you're a bit of a downer, aren't you? Because he seems very, like, pessimistic. Life is a bit of a downer. So that's a yes. You'll be playing as me, circa 2010. Because you skipped the About Me, my not yet legal age, not yet legal name is Nikki Case, just so you know. Shush. This game is a coming out story. When you play, choose your words wisely. Every character will remember everything you say, or don't say. Yeah, you even brought up my choices in this main menu. Exactly. Some things are hard not to remember. Oh, that's actually kind of sad. Okay, so I'm texting my boyfriend. And when he simply announces, I bought the airline, that was positively priceless. Is that what he said? I missed out what everyone in the theater was laughing about. You either need subtitles or to clean your ears more often. So how did you interpret the ending? I have no idea what movie they're talking about. I bought the airline. It was all a dream. He's going back to bed in the real world. Doesn't matter. Cobbs just finally let go. I think they might be talking about like a made-up version of Inception. I'm gonna say it doesn't matter. Oh. He didn't even bother looking to see if the top fell. Yeah. Lies, truths, or half-truths, Cobbs no longer cares. He's finally happy, and that's all that matters. You're either being quite poetic or quite depressing. That was my takeaway. I'm like, it doesn't matter if he's asleep or awake. Like, if he's happy, then just let it be. Or both. Poetry is pain, art is suffering. You sound like my mother. Your parents are such new age hippies. Anywho. So yeah, thanks for taking me out to watch Inception. My pleasure, Nikki. You should parody Inception in that web game of yours. Maybe. Let's meet again tomorrow evening. Although, hope I convince the parents to let me out overnight. We shouldn't tell your mom and dad that you were studying when we were actually at the cinema. Oh, God. I'll pretend we'll be cramming for the midterms all night, huh? You can't keep hiding like this, Jack. I understand Jack's perspective. It doesn't feel nice to be someone's secret. They can never ever know. I wish I could tell them too. I'm not ready to tell them yet. These are hard answers because honestly, the way that these are played in reality, they can never ever know is a huge shutdown, and it honestly just puts the relationship in a bad position for someone like Jack who doesn't want to be a secret. I wish I could tell them too. Opens the possibility for Jack to be like, then just do it. Like, the worst that's going to happen is, well, honestly, there's a lot of bad things that can happen, but which does make it scary, is that like you can't push someone to come out because there are bad things that could happen to them. But it also affects, if you're in a relationship and in the closet, it doesn't just affect you, which is really, really difficult. I'm not ready to tell them yet is like the most common answer that a lot of guys have, a lot of people have. I'll go with that one. I can help you be ready. Nikki, hiding this is eating away at your soul. Jack, come on. I came out to my parents last year. That's not a fair comparison. Like I said, you and your parents are a bunch of new age hippies. When I'm at your place, I can tell if all the smoke is incense or marijuana. Hey, we only smoke weed every other day. The point is, my parents supported me coming out. You're in Canada now. A lot of people here are LGBT friendly. How do you know your parents won't be supportive of you too? See, this is such a hard conversation to have, like, with your significant other. Like, because it is such a deep, like, one individual personal experience. But it affects other people. Asian parents are usually very homophobic. I feel like that's racist. I don't know. I guess I haven't tried. They don't support anything but studying. I feel like in this instance, most people know just their parents. They're not going to make like a broad statement. So he knows what his parents want him to do. You have trust issues. You're even texting me instead of calling because you think your parents might listen in. They would. This mode of communication, it's imprecise, impersonal, impossible to truly connect. You're an amateur poet like me, apparently. Nikki, tell them about us. Tonight. See, okay, that one's a little harsh. I'll try my best. I'll just carefully hint at it. I feel like that would be a heck no. Like, I don't want to freak them out too much. Still need to convince them to let me stay at your place tomorrow night. I'll tell them I'm studying with you again. It's dinner time. I'm heading downstairs now. Hey, I agree. Huh? With your thoughts on the movie ending, that is. I think it doesn't matter as long as Cobbs is happy. I hope you changed your mind about being not ready to tell them yet. Good luck. Text me in an hour. Where is everyone? Hello, anybody? Oh, cute kitten! I just meow back at it. Meow, meow, meow. Nick, what are you doing? Mom, didn't see you there. Hey, Mom. Hi, sweetie. You could have started eating without me. No need to let your food get cold. Your father's running late. He'll be joining us for dinner in an hour's time. Let's eat. Nom 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 nom. What's your plans for tomorrow? Oh, studying. Yeah, tomorrow I'm studying. What subject? Calculus. You really, really can improve your grade in calculus classes. Yes, I could have. So I'll be at the library tomorrow. Will I see you studying there? Actually, I'm going to study at Jack's place. Again? You spend a lot of time with him. Yeah, that's what good pals do. Oh, so you're just hanging out, not studying? We are studying. Just don't hang around him too much. People might get the wrong idea. I'm going to probe it. What do you mean wrong idea? feel like that's what a lot of people do. Just between mother and son, I think he might be, you know what? A gay. He looks and talks like a gay. And since you say he's a good pal, people might think you're a gay like him too. A gay. I'm gonna say what's wrong with being gay. Like, challenge the idea. Nothing, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying those kinds of people are bad. Right, those kinds. I just think you should be careful around one of them. Jack might, try to recruit you. What? How do you even... Never mind. Nick, I'm sorry you find me annoying. No, Mom, stop doing that. Let's go back to talking about your grades. Now, what did you say you were studying tomorrow? Calculus. You hesitated for a moment there. I was eating. I wonder if you're studying with Jack at all or just hanging out. Still, your grades in calculus class are terrible. That's why I'm studying more with Jack. Look, I'm trying, I really am. My grades are fine. See, that's gonna derail it. I'm worried for you. Jack's not a good influence. I think his parents might even be drug addicts. What makes you say... I'm getting you a home tutor. What? Her name is Claire. She's smart, pretty, and Caucasian. She's your age, too. You're trying to matchmake me with her? Well, if that's what you want, I could. Don't be shy, you're growing up to be a man. And you're going to give me lots of grandkids. Oh. Okay, this is hard. The odds are 50-50 because I'm bi. This is kind of a weird way to do it, but I actually, I feel like that's how some people do come out. First is that they state that they're bi. Obviously, there are bisexual people out there, but I feel like, I'm like getting all nervous and anxious and whatever. Bi? Yes, as in bisexual, as in I'm sexually attracted to both men and women. You're changing schools? I think it's not just Jack, it's the entire school that's a bad influence on you. Are you serious? The whole Canadian culture is making you confused about who you are. You can't do this to your child. Don't be so rude. I'm your mother. It's my right to do whatever I want with you. Yesterday when you were supposedly studying with Jack, I knew you secretly went off to watch a movie. Are you kidding me? What makes you think that? Where's the evidence? Because I read your text messages. Before dinner, I was in your room. You yelled out, "Hello, anybody?" from downstairs when I unlocked your phone, and read what you and Jack have been sending to each other. I'm your mother. I have the right. No, you don't. Weird poetry. Talk about smoking marijuana. Helping you lie to your own mother. What else have you been doing behind my back? Okay. I don't even know how to respond to that. Honestly, I would do the I hate you. That's okay. I still love you, Nick. It's because your dad's almost never home, isn't it? Without a strong male role model, you've become confused. It's not how it works. I'd be bi anyway. You know what? Maybe you're right. No, that's just not how it works. Like, you want me to be a smart individual? How do you know? Are you an expert in psychology? Are you? This is all my fault. I told you to be careful around those kinds of people, but I told you too late. Oh, Nick, my poor baby boy. Quit your fake crying. Nick, what are you? Excuse me? What are you? Your son. Isn't that enough? Did you have sex with Jack? I'm not saying. Which one of you is the woman? Both are the men. It's like asking which chopstick is the spoon. Which one of you? Oh my goodness. See, this is so weird. Because, like, I don't know. I've had people that have had this a similar conversation about like, oh, what position are you? With their parents. I'm like, I'm fine letting my friends and stuff talk to me about this. If my parents were to ever ask, I'd be like, that's really none of your concern. I'll just go with the 50-50. What? Your father will be back soon. The food's cold, well, except for the spot you just reversed on. Your dad's late. Must have been a stressful day at work. So please, when he's back, promise me you'll keep all this secret. As long as you don't tell him either, I guess. Hey, Kwong. Hey, Nick. I'm home. Hi, honey. Sup, Dad? How's your day? Stayed overtime. Hopefully the boss will notice it before my performance review. Really, though, I was just playing web games all day. Nick, why aren't your web games any fun? Okay. I thought my games were fun. Hey, Kui. What's that sauce on your plate? Don't eat it. It's really not good. Nick, one day, grounded. Show some respect. Have more faith in your mother's cooking, because the way she cooks, we could certainly use a miracle. So, son, how's school? Dad, I'm bisexual and banging Jack. School's fine. Really? Fine? What about your poor calculus grades? Nick and I were just talking about that. We were discussing getting a home tutor. Mom, you said you wouldn't talk about this if I didn't. Oh, talk about what? I'm the head of this household. You two better not be hiding secrets from me. Oh, Nick just really, really likes Claire. What? No, I don't. Don't be so shy about it. You're becoming a man, son. If I were your age, I'd ditch your mother and chase Claire too. Ha ha ha. That's totes weird, Dad. Talking back, careful, I'll box your ears, boy. We were also talking about changing schools for Nick. Maybe to Claire's school. Claire will be tutoring Nick every day after school in calculus. Nick, how does this all sound to you, yes or no? He loves the idea. Shut up, Kui, I asked my son. Mr. Nicholas Liao, you want to change schools to chase your hot tutor girlfriend? It's complicated. No pansy middle of the road answers. Yes or no? No, Mom's doing this just so I can't see Jack anymore. Mom hates him because he happens to be gay. You made your mother cry. And his parents are drug addicts. Jack chose that lifestyle, but I'll not have it be yours, Nick. Look, like I told Mom just now, I'm your son. Isn't that Nick, you're changing schools. Your mother and I will do random checks on your texts and emails. I swear, if I have to pay Claire extra to make you realize you're straight, I will. What? So, Nick, would you like to say anything at all about all that? Yes. Fork this and fork you. Fork both of you. You narcissistic, slimy piece of... Okay. Hey, Jack. Hello, Nick, darling. How's coming out to your parents? Did I tell you so, or did I tell you so? We messed up big time. No. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me, right? What happened? My dad punched me in the face. Yep, that'd probably be the big one. Oh my god. Nick, you need to call CPS. What? No, that's way too much. I would. Okay, but at least promise me you'll visit school counselor tomorrow. There's just 1 out of 3 crappy things that happened. Nikki, I'm truly, truly apologetic. This is my fault. I urge you to come out to your parents. Stupid me. No, it's their fault. Like, they already read our texts. Anything I would have said after that couldn't change what happened. What? Don't tell me they also read your... You didn't tell me they also read your texts. You know, talking to my parents, it's like the mode of communication. It's imprecise, impersonal, impossible to truly connect. What now? I'm getting out of this house. That would honestly probably be my answer, even if it wasn't truly what I did. Not running away, I mean. Although, if I did, I could crash at your place. But anyways, I'm going to try to get an internship or scholarship in the US and get far, far away from these people. No, I mean, what now between us? I mean, Jack didn't do anything wrong. I'd say we stick together as long as we can. As long as we can. It's late. There's a lot I need to sleep on now. Okay. I love you, Nikki. I love you too, Jack. You new age hippie amateur poet. And then we broke up 3 weeks later. You're right, I'm a bit of a downer. That's cold. I don't deny that. I feel gross just using the same color dialogue balloon as the father character. Which reminds me, many of the characters have been swapped around. All names have been changed except mine. I left my little brother out entirely because he's innocent. And I put my father back in, even though he'd left the family long before 2010. What do you think happened afterwards? I'm gonna say it gets better. Because that's what I said at the beginning of this. Yes, actually, in all 3 versions of what happened. What? This post-coming out story, do you want to hear first? Don't worry, you'll get to hear all 3 of them. Which post-coming out story do you want to hear first? The truth. Here it goes. I took Jack's advice and parodied Inception on my odd web game, Reimagine the Game. I still think it doesn't matter if Cobbs was still dreaming. Reimagine the Game got internet famous-ish. A great portfolio piece. A few months later, I landed an internship at Electric Arts in the Bay Area, far away from my family in Canada. That's actually really cool. I love EA, they make The Sims, right? Whoa! Excuse the light change. Yep, I didn't work for those made web game version. Literally cannot disclose. Oh. After EA, I went to go indie, but I stayed in touch with friends at EA and stayed in the Bay Area. My technical skills grew, my social skills grew, and here I'm finally starting to figure out my identity. Well, I'm looking forward to literally cannot disclose the game. Which is probably out by this point now. Now, which version do you want to hear next? I think I'm actually going to stop this with just us hearing the truth. Yeah, that was advertised at about 20 minutes, and because I got so confused with the reading at points, it took me about half an hour to get through. But, yeah, so that's unfortunately how some coming out stories go, is that not all parents are super accepting, which I'm sure doesn't come to a shock to anybody, but yeah, and some people with better coming out stories can try and persuade you because they want you to be out and happy and whatever. It's well worth it to a lot of people. But I know for me personally, coming out was well worth it. Being authentically myself with people was worth it. Me being gay doesn't control any part of my life. It doesn't control who I am or anything about that. It literally is just a preference, a part of me. It gives me the same thing that a lot of other people have. It gives me a partner that I love, that loves me. I have a great home, a great job. I can still do fun things. There's no set of rules that once you are out or once you are gay or whatever, you have to be an XYZ type of person. So, I don't know. These are always just sort of interesting to delve into and hear what other people have to say about it. But yeah, if you made this far in the video, go ahead and leave a like. Comment below. If you'd like to share a coming out story, then feel free. If you thought that this game was pretty realistic, if you thought that the answer options were realistic, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you're not new and just haven't subscribed yet, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!